Hello everyone, this is Azraelis, and we are back again with some more Warframe. Today we're going to be going ahead and talking about the Volt for the first installment of my U15 videos on the rehashes. Guys, I got a bunch of these. They're all going to be coming out one after the other. I do want to let you guys know that immediately after I'm done recording all of the updated builds, I'm going to start working on the actual gameplays. So, do hold on. I mean, if you're coming in and you're wondering why I'm not uploading gameplays, it's because I'm right in the middle of going ahead and doing all of these now, and then I'm going to focus all efforts on going ahead and getting the gameplay videos as follow-ups. So, first off, guys, some of you are probably wondering what the heck this is doing up here. This is just the stats on my GPU. There are some people who are curious because I've been doing a lot of overclocking. Guys, I sit at about a 52 degree idle temperature while I'm going ahead and running. I have my stuff overclocked to 975 megahertz core, and then I have a 1115 overclock, or 150, sorry, overclock for my memory. So just for those of you guys who were asking. As for my FPS, I have a 29 to 30 FPS while my recording software is running, and then when I shut it off, I go ahead and I have an excess of 30 FPS. So what I want to go ahead and tell you guys today, though, is that Volt, obviously, every single Warframe that I have, every single build that I have, got a massive buff from U15. And by the way, guys, thank you very much, all of you who've been sending me thank yous and appreciation and stuff like that into my messages and into my email. No, guys, I had no idea that U15 was going to do this until they started talking about it in the dev stream. I just use the mentality of being frugal when it comes to formatting my Warframe, because I trust more in the capabilities of my weapons and my ability to use those weapons than I do in my Warframe abilities. And that's one of the big issues with the community right now on Warframe. We need to go ahead and use our Warframe abilities as a additional skill as opposed to using them as a crutch. One of the most common things I run into, guys, is Novas who go ahead and they're like, hey man, I deal with high level content, but I get to like wave 35 and then it just feels like I'm doing nothing at all. And everything starts falling apart. What's the deal? I can't make my stuff do any more damage. Well, it's obvious. You need to get better at using your weaponry. You need to get better builds, you need more formas, you need to get more skilled at using that weaponry. So, there you go. I don't have any issues at all waltzing into extreme high level content. And as you guys know, I have 1 to 2 formas on, that's the maximum amount of formas I have on any of my Warframes. So, there you go. It's all about that skill. You gotta have a nice solid foundation of skill with your weaponry to go ahead and have your Warframe abilities be a benefit to you as opposed to a crutch. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the builds. Guys, the first build you're going to look at is obvious. It is just obvious as are here. It's just painfully obvious, really. What we've got here, guys, is we have the narrow-minded continuity to give us a 93% power duration. We have overextended to give ourselves a 90% power range increase. Then we have a flow to go ahead and give us some extra energy to work with, and we have fortitude, vigor, vitality, redirection, because I'm super tanky and I love running volts while they're super tanky. Why? Because I'm the one who's always resin dudes. I'm always using my speed, I'm running down there, I'm dropping a couple energy shields, and boom, there we go. I'm resin people all the time, and it's because I can do that as a volt, and I still don't compromise my maximum damage capabilities at all. Because the only thing that it requires to be a totally awesome Volt is that you're good with your primary weapon and your secondary weapon, and that you drop an energy shield in front of you. That simple. So, obviously this is overkill. I mean, you don't need this much tankiness, but it's just a lot of fun to run with a super tanky Volt, because you can do a lot of crazy stuff with him. And at any point in time, you can just hop in there and get into melee if you really feel like it. I don't recommend it in high level content, though. I don't recommend any melee builds in high level content. But let's go ahead and look at a classic build. This is one that is just taking absolutely everything about the new the new gameplay, the new U15 update, and it is going ahead and fusing together everything. Essentially what's going on here, guys, is I have taken my normal builds where I'm just running a power duration based build, and I am going ahead and I am adding all of the stuff from the sniper build that you guys saw a while ago. I literally can do both because of U15. And that all it required was me to go ahead and put an overextended on him and a fleeting expertise. This means that I have a 93% power range because I have stretch counteracting my power, the negative power range on narrow-minded. So I have a 93% power range, and I also have a 50% power efficiency. And because of my helmet, because of my Arcane Pulse helmet, which is giving me 10% increased power duration, I'm ending up with a 53% power duration increase, which is way more than enough for your electric shield. Way, way, way more than enough. This deals with high-level content extremely well. And by the way, guys, you got to remember that the electric shield has a base duration of 25 seconds. So add half of that again. Yeah, that's way more than enough time to have your electric shield out there and to be icing dudes. So, the only blow that this takes at all is to the duration on your speed buff, which really is just a secondary anyway. It's not really going to benefit in high-level content otherwise, well, other than going ahead and getting you in to a place you need to be or getting people out. That's really the only things you got to concern yourself with. Other than that, we still have the massive range AoE hard CC. We have the incredibly long range shock CCs. Fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Excruciatingly powerful. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's not much more to talk about. The one last thing I do want to show you is, I'm sorry, Cold Bolt, I will talk to you in a second. The main thing I want to show you guys, though, is the fact that since U15 came out, I can just swap back and forth. I don't even have to change mods, guys. All I do is I just pop a Deadeye in there, and now I'm in a sniper build that has all the capabilities that my other sniper build had. Plus a little bit better duration. I go back over here, pop the rifle amp, bam, there we go. I can do the same thing with the other build as well. Here I am in the build that's using a ton of tankiness. Oh, well, okay, well, we're going to use a sniper rifle instead. No, it works fine. All of these builds, guys, they have extra points too. As you can see, back in U14, I did actually put a second Forma because I was bored, to be perfectly honest. So I love playing the Volt, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I feel like leveling them again. So I put a second Forma on. What that means, guys, is that at any point in time, I can go ahead and I can pop the last 4 points into this, and then I will still have 7 more. 7 more for my narrow-minded. That I could pop into there if I really wanted to max out my narrow-minded, which I don't really want to do because that's a really big blow to your power range. I could totally max everything out. Both builds. That easy. I mean, I could go back and I could pop these all the way up to the top. I could increase my fleeting expertise. That's 5 points. You know, and then I could pop my narrow-minded up 2 more. It's amazing. U15 is amazing. It has done wonderful things, and all of my builds are just incredible because of it. Here pretty soon, guys, we are going to be going ahead and talking about the Latron Wraith, and that's for a very, very good reason. I mean, it's going to require a whole entire video of its own, so look forward to that. I've found some pretty amazing things. I will go ahead and show you the build real quick, just to give you a teaser. Guys, if you don't have the new Corrupted mods, go get them. They are dropping constantly. I have not seen an old Corrupted mod ever since U15 hit. Only the new stuff. Only the new stuff. I have multiple vial accelerations. So, there you go. Anyway, 90% increased fire rate for only a 15% decreased damage. This is like the greatest mod ever for a Soma. Because the Soma's low base damages means that 15% damage is going to do literally nothing to it. I think, what was the total? It was like 8 damage. 8 damage difference. Just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So, anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I got for you today. We have a whole bunch more of these videos coming out. As soon as I get them all rendered, I'm going to go ahead and just set them on a clock. So like every other day or every 2 days, they're going to come out. So you guys can see all the different builds so that I can go ahead and get cranking on getting some more gameplay out. So, peace out, guys. I'm Azaralis, and keep playing Warframe, man. This game is great. It's great. Peace. I'm out of here.